existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman, Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Broncos offense will go to work first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But
he'll off one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Got his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
it was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker,
there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Washington State lines up quickly.
we always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that, that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. after putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Using the quick game. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Crosses the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try the run. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. The play action fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Grove. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown Broncos! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Houston endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Clutch City, and the Cougs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Finds his target down the middle. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. A first down for the offense. To the ground. He's got it again. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Spears. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Grove. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Washington State will have to boot it away. All the way back to the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This guy's been around a while and in his junior season showing complete command of the offense. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Right on the money.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Finds his tight end. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Spears. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Spears. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mann. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Quarterback extends the play, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it on the left. Running free. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. Quarterback making adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
So the final period starts with a second down play. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the...
Turning it on! Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Broncos are flying down the field. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what person.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.